I'm in the front yard of the White House. Well, across the street from the front yard of the White House. Nobody's allowed in the front yard of the White House. They're barely allowed on the street. but I'm across the street. There's a park. I forget, it's called Thomas Jefferson Park or something. I'm sorry, I'm not a tour guide. Just a money tour guide for Washington, not a sights tour guide. But that's what I'm trying to do is educate everybody in America about the money that's available for them and anybody living in this country. And they give out about an average of $22,000 for every family. Sometimes it's more, sometimes a little less, or whatever. But it's here waiting for you. But the problem is it's mostly in local places, not in Washington D.C. You rarely fill out an application in Washington, D.C. to get the money. It's somewhere locally, and that's why people never find it. And they'll go to Google and search and try to find it. You have to stop that. You're not going to find it by going in Google. And I'm going to show you some places to do that. What you have to do, because it's just too complicated, what's in your mind about what grants are and what they should be are two different things than what they really are. And that's what you have to learn. And that's what most people learn who are rich and understand that, and they'll just learn it so they can get all the money they can. That's why actually wealthy people get a hell of a lot more money than people who are low income, because they learn the system and where it is. And the rest of us think, well, it should be this way, and we look there and it's not, or we go to some website and fill out some application and nothing happens. You can't do that. You gotta give up doing that. Google is there to make people who advertise money. So they're not going to show you people who give away money. They're going to show you people who want to get your money, not give you money. And that's why they're very difficult to find. Sure, they're in Google somewhere, but when you do a search for grants, they're probably on page 89 that you'll never get to before before your clock runs out or something runs out, and you'll forget it. But see, to me, what the key is now, with all this information on the internet, there's a way around it. And it's a simple way, and it's actually simpler for more people because you don't need to use your computer. The computer's handy, you keep it when you need it, but not for everything, particularly starting to look for the money you need to do something in life. If you're looking for money to do something in life and fix up your house or buy a house or get an education or pay your bills, get out of debt, get a better job, start a business, start just a nonprofit or work on your invention, all this stuff, the government has literally millions and millions of programs to help you. But Google is just the death. It's a death sentence going into Google. You have to get out of that and go to people. There's people. See, in addition to the money that's given out, the government gives out money to people to help you find the money you need and the help you need. And that's who you have to find, because the sources change every day. And so you have to find people that are in the business of doing that. And they're in your local community. There's all kinds of people that are called navigators. That's the new word for these people now. Navigators, because everything too complicated, you need a navigator. You can't navigate yourself through Google and try to find out that. No. There's professional navigators that help you find out where the programs are, where you live, to help you apply for those things, and they're the navigators. So if you have, say you want to start a business, okay, don't put in business grants. You'll get 50 million websites, and that's terrible. You'll never get them, and the ones you find that look sexy are people that just want money from you, and so don't even start that. You go to sba.gov/ and then you put in local assistance. That's where you find all the navigators. The government even set up a program called Small Business Navigators. And the SBA has a listing of them, so you contact them. They're in your community. They're in your city, your state, your county. I mean, I put in my zip code and I got like 30 or 40 of them. So you could call 3 or 4 of those to find out what is available for you to start a business. You do not, that's the other bad thing. You do not start by asking for money. You ask for help, okay? because there's more than money that will solve the problem you have. You may not think so, because that's the only option you know. Is that money or no money? So you go out looking for money, but you want help first to find the right money for you. Otherwise, you're going to waste weeks, months, years, and even decades looking for the right thing, and you'll never find it. Okay, so that's why you have to find these navigators to help you do that. Okay, and they're all over. So that's for business, or for you want to be a freelancer, or you want to be an artist, or you want to do anything making money from home, or start an organization, or even buy the company you're working for. They help you do that. But again, if you don't have money, even if you do have money, you don't call them up and say, I need money. You say, I need help. They help you think through your problem and what you really need, and other options. You have to find out other options that you never thought of. And they do this every day. So they'll know 3-4 different ways to do this, than you do. And that's what you need. And that's why even you talk to more than one person. You don't just talk to one person and expect that's the answer. No, like you don't talk to me and expect that's the answer. No, I can't. Nobody can know everything. And that's why, that's how people find the new things in life, is by don't taking no for an answer, because it's out there somewhere. Everybody said to me, I couldn't make money selling free information. Did pretty well for about 50 years now. So that's why you can't. And it takes you and your person. And see, that's easier to do, because you make all the phone numbers are public. They have to talk to you because they work for you, theoretically. Sure, you got assholes and people that want to talk to anybody. And yeah, you just hang up and call somebody else. You don't let that bother you. You don't say everybody's like that. No, you can't. It's like going and look for a job and they say no. Well, you don't. When they say no, that doesn't mean nobody's hiring. That means that they're just not hiring. That's why the world is too big, and it's huge, and the options are as big as the world is. And that's why you're always in the game, because of the options. But it takes work on your side. They don't come to you. You got to come to them, and you can, and it's easy. So if you go to the one for government, for businesses and freelancing and all that kind of stuff, it's sba.gov /local assistance. It's local-assistance. Okay, when I get home after, I live about 2 miles from the White House. About 2 miles. And so when I live doing this, I'll try to put all these links in the description below, okay? And that's important. So you don't have to give me any money to get this stuff. I mean, that's silly. I get it all for free, and you can too. You just have to know what to ask for, how to do it, and it'll take some time. And that's why I only charge $20 for our service. And you could ask us 100 questions a day if you like for $20, and that's it. And we keep asking them. And members even help you. Well, members, they go on live and help people. Every day you'll see a couple hours of members free online to take your questions, and they tell you how they did it, because they were like you. They didn't know shit from Shinola. And then all of a sudden, oh man, they start trying this and it worked. That's why we got to get more people to understand how to use this system, and not just leave it to the rich people, because it is for everybody. And there's only about, I think, 20%, not even that, it was about 12% when I looked last time, whatever it is, only a very small fraction of the government grants to give out has income requirements. So it doesn't matter what income you are for most of this stuff. Okay, so that's for that. If you have troubles with your debt and expenses and things like that, okay, where do you go? Here's the place you go to get free mentors, free navigators on what to do with your debt and what to do when you can't pay your bills. Okay, these are the navigators, and the best place to start for that is HUD, HUD.gov /counseling. Okay, and they're really navigators. They sit down and figure all that out. Don't go and Google credit help or any of that bullshit. People are doing that, or most of them are scams. I don't know, most of them, there's certainly a lot of them. And they're going to charge you money anyway, or they'll get money from the credit card company because they're making you pay their bills, and you want that money and not them. So you can do it yourself and get the free people to do it, and that's at HUD.gov /counseling. Okay, and the other thing you want to do then after that, besides them, There are local nonprofit organizations that help you with any kind of bills. You need bills to pay your gas. You need bills to pay your electricity. I mean, gas in your car. Anything, your daycare, whatever. You go to findhelp.org and you put in financial assistance at findhelp.org. Okay, and God, I mean, they'll be there. I mean, it's amazing what that place is. Also, what I do at findhelp.org is show people how if you could put in government applications to help fill out applications. If you're worried about that, you shouldn't, but if you are, because you haven't seen an application, once you see an application, you say, oh shit, I could do this. They're only like 2 pages, fill in the blank, but everybody thinks they're this 10 feet of paper to fill out. No, that's if you want a lot of money to do a lot of big stuff. But you just need to get by, and all that stuff is 1 or 2 pages, so don't worry. But here, there's people that will help you fill out the applications. And I'll try to put this in the description too. I mean, where I live, there are 270 or 720, anyway, hundreds and hundreds of nonprofit organizations that don't charge any money at all and help you fill out applications. Now, how do you like that? And you're going to give me $20? Man, how crazy is that? Yeah. So, please don't. And there's so much help for free out there that could get you on your life and get you going to a whole new thing to do in life and get rid of that bullshit, debt that's hanging over you like a guillotine ready to fall. No, go get that thing off, and you can do it with just a few phone calls. I got a live, yes, gardening in the backyard. Ann's backyard garden. Oh, Ann's backyard garden. That's great. Hobbies, yes. Well, you can make business out of that. Call your local county cooperative extension service and have them help you that. Or become a volunteer gardener. They'll teach you about that, and then you can teach other people. There's so many ways. Actually, what they also do is teach you how to be a free financial counselor. How do you like that? For free training to be a financial counselor. And we could put all those hucksters out of business that are on the internet charging you money to do this financial counseling. No, you could do it and learn how to do it all for free. And then you help other people free, or you start a business on the side and charge too. See, there's so many ways, to do this. I mean, if you want a better job or anything, or get an education because your job is going nowhere or something, you want to know what's available. How are you doing? I love your question marks. Oh, thank you, Fletcher. The Navigators for that are in a place called careeronestop.org. Career One Stop, that's one word, and then .org. Put in your zip code, and then you make an appointment. You make an appointment to talk to people. Don't just look at the website and see whether you want to make an appointment to talk to people. Don't tell them you want money. Don't say anything except, I need help. I'm not making enough money. I need help. That's the only thing you have to do. And you could put that on a chalkboard or whatever and show it to them. It doesn't matter. The thing is, you got to talk to people. One person's an idiot and won't help you the way you need it. You call another one and do it again. And the other place for jobs, again, is that findhelp.org. And you put in job training. And you'll see 20, 30 organizations, actually probably 100, 200 organizations that train you for free, whether it's in healthcare, in IT or construction or whatever, without college degree, to make $90,000 to $100,000 a year. You can now in this country, and there's more and more doing that because of all the new factory jobs that are coming online. Biden's putting in billions of dollars in the factory jobs, and that means you making $100,000 without a college degree, and they train you to do that, even give you living expenses while you're training. Every place is different, so you have to check what's going on where you live. See, that's what's out there. That is what we have in this country. What else do we have? Education and job, find help. Free healthcare navigators. Yeah, the best place for that is go to needymeds.org, needymeds.org. And they are terrific people to help you with that. for everything from free prescription drugs to free dental care or whatever. That's where you start. But see, you get those lists and you call more people, and then that leads you to other people, which leads you to the other people. It's like a treasure hunt. But you can't find the treasure in Google because everybody in Google wants to get you money, wants to get money from you. You want to get money from people. And to find them, you can't use Google, okay? You got to use these navigators. And that's what's important. One other thing is your elected official. How do you find your elected official? You go to commoncause.org. commoncause.org, put in your zip code, and you'll have 20 elected officials where you live. And you call them all. It's simple. And say, hey, I need help to do this. They have their staff. Most of their staff is to answer phones like that. I was just reading a report that a senator put out, how he answered questions like that for 2,500 people in 1 year. That's what he does all year. 2,500 people, showing them what government programs can help them. See? And you're going to pay me $20? Come on. You got to use the free ones. Particularly if you don't have money. Don't think I or anybody else has the magic and the only whatever. No, it isn't. The magic is in you and how much you're going to put into it. And that's the key. So let me just encourage you to, if you need financial assistance with anything, the government is the largest source of money and help in the world that gives over $22,000 to every family every year. And I want to help as many people as I can find that money because there's so many people in the country right now who need it. And the people who really get it don't even need it. That's why I was helping millionaires become billionaires. And I don't want to do that. There's people who really need that money. So let me help you try to find it, okay? Now, it may not be easy. It could be, but don't plan on getting lucky. Plan on it's going to be hard because it may be, and if you don't think it that way, you're going to stop if it starts getting hard. And I can't do that. You want to do something, you got to roll up your sleeves and start doing it, okay? And let me help you, and my staff and other members want to help you because they got through that. And so they're the best ones to try to help you because they were like you and now are very comfortable in doing this because they tried it and have finally succeeded. You don't succeed in the first try, and that's what's important. So let me help you as much as I can. That's the only thing I want to do for the rest of my life, and I feel I have about 10, 15 more years to do this. And I'm going to spend every waking hour I can to help other people get the help they need to make life just a little bit easier somehow. That's a pain in the ass out there to get through this shit, And there's help if you know how to get it. So let me show you and help you get the help you need to make it a little easier. So then, in turn, you could do that for somebody else and make somebody else's life a little easier. Now, just think if we all did that, right? Now, that'd be cool. We'd solve a lot of problems without the White House.